but do you think it's more of a 4 in this case?
It's definitely looking like a 4 here.
So then in that case, they are looking for a carry, position 1, for crystallized. What did he play yesterday? I feel like he played Morphling.
Played PL.
Well, PL was one of the games. What was the other one? I could have sworn it was Morphling.
It's Necro, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't think anybody actually played Morphling. I don't know why I'm thinking.
That's correct.
Morphling.
There was no Morphling at all yesterday.
Thanks, Brax. That's why you're here.
You're welcome.
So how's Ember Spirit against, I mean, just in general, Broodmother? Like, when you see a Broodmother, you feel like you need to pick something that clears these spiderlings, that can stop the push. Does anything scream that for Navi right now?
I mean, Ember is pretty good against Brood. You have the Flame Guard, and Brood can't really remove that once it gets like level 2 and up. So that's nice against the spiders, but still, Broodmother is one of these heroes that, even though they're heroes that can clear the spiderlings, he doesn't really use them to fight the other hero. He just goes from lane to lane, farming all the ancients out.
10 seconds remaining.
But of course, I also don't know where this Brood is. He probably doesn't want to be matched up against the Ember.
5 seconds
And with Lich
remaining.
Doom, Team Spirits heroes can literally go anywhere. They're very flexible.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So, but you do think Lich is going to start out with Tiny Mid in all likelihood, right?
You see, I would think so, but there's also a chance he doesn't.
Okay. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, Tiny is pretty... Tiny versus Ember, though. I don't know. Oh, Monkey King. Okay. So Monkey King, position 1 for Navi. That is... What's the range on Craggy? Does he outrange it?
Oh, it's actually a really good question.
10
I know.
seconds
You know, I'm going to
remaining.
actually check right now, Brax. I'm going to be unprofessional.
5
Tiny.
seconds remaining.
Oh, I was going to check as well, so it'll be good. It doesn't actually show. It just says melee enemies. But I know that's not true. That's definitely not true. Okay, well. I actually feel like... What's Monkey King's range? Is it like 400 or something ridiculous?
Lena, choose your hero.
Okay, I think it probably still stuns him then. Is my guess. All right, Lena's going to be the final pick for Spirit. So I Love to Win will be playing that. Iceberg, so it might be a position... Well, it is a position 1 Tiny. So he might be in the safe lane then. Very intriguing.
Oh, alright. Yeah,
But-
this could be, I mean, it just could be Lich Tiny in the safe lane. That doesn't sound too good against the Furion, so... I'm not sure.
But the Furion has the mushroom cap.
That means he's even stronger.
I know. It started out as a meme, but then GH has just blown it into
Yep.
an actual good thing. So
He powered it up.
yeah. Oh, this mount for Disruptor is insane.
Did you mean GH meant mind control, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Mind control, of course. Of course. GH just did everything else.
That's correct.
Brought every hero back from the dead.
Alright, so I imagine that Navi's safe lane doesn't really deal with Broodmother very well at all. They have Enchantress and Disruptor as supports. Monkey King also not great at dealing with AoE. I feel like they can really abuse this and take over that lane. But then again, I don't know. I guess none of Navi's heroes really deal with this Broodmother very well at all. Looks like a huge problem right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this story
Prepare for
before,
battle.
where you pick a Brood as a last pick and they don't have a counter, but they picked him 4th. Navi had 2 more picks to go and didn't choose to, I don't want to say hard counter, but no obvious wave clear. Ember the closest to that, but sometimes you can just wreck him in other ways. So we'll see what actually ends up occurring here.
Very true. Alright, so he places the web mid to bring out the mind games. And it looks like he's going to be in the safe lane actually with Lich Tiny in the off lane.
Okay. So who's he going to be matched up with here? So I assume...
He'll be 1v1 against the Furion.
Hmm.
And that is
Good
a
old
fantastic
Furion.
Broodmother matchup.
Well, unless they switch things up. General right now is heading
30
towards bot.
seconds to battle.
Yep, Dendy's actually in the, just running around. He's got 2 sentries on him, he thinks Brood's mid.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be... These mind games are actually hilarious. ever since they've like the lanes are no more. It's no longer 1v1 mid just in general, so you're never 100% sure who's going to show up. You can basically have a decent idea, but when there's a brood, you just have no idea. FNG slowed up here on the top rune. Just going to leave Roger to be able to pick it up. Navi takes 3 of the 4, and FNG gets extremely low. Roger's Blightstone actually helping him deal a lot of damage. In fact, FNG better be careful.
Okay.
Good God. Oh, is he going to go for it? Oh, you have a tango. Not worth it in the end for
That would have been
Roger.
hilarious if when FNG ate that tango, you know, Roger would just come to this side and hit him twice or something.
That would have been absolutely hilarious.
All right,
But
Navi predicted
did
the
have a
lane
work
swap here. Denny's in the offlane against the Broodmother.
Oh my, Mag is not happy about this. Does he switch right away, or how do you usually play? How do you want to play this out? If you're
I
Spirit.
don't think he's gonna move actually.
How bad is that matchup though? It's not ideal, but it's not like a hard counter, right?
It's not ideal, but Broodmother can't really take over the lane. Like Ember Spirit will push it into him, and then
FNG's
Brood will
dead.
just farm the jungle.
First blood to Roger. So we saw the beginnings of that, and I guess FNG just never went to heal. So not a whole lot he can do. And in this bot lane we have Lich and Tiny right now going against General's Nature's Prophet, which General is actually bullying them for now.
This
Seneco's
is not a
transition
very
to the mid.
good lane matchup at all for Team Spirit. I feel like they're definitely missing out on something big. Mid lane here, Roger's got the stun creep.
Oh yeah, the stun creep, aka
right.
the mud golem. And there we
There's only
see.
one stun creep.
Oh, he's buffed up. Crystallized just needs one right click. What is his range? His actual range here? Is it 300? Yeah, it is. There's no way that's true. It's so much. It feels longer than like Vengeful Spirit, who's at least was 400. I can't remember if they changed that recently. But it's disgusting. Calling him a melee hero is just filthy. FNG in the meantime gets found by Roger yet again. He's just getting bullied left, right, and center, which has been the opposite of what we've seen for Doom players in this region so far.
Yeah, this Blightstone starter Enchantress just running around giving him the business. And now he's got so many golems mid lane. He's waiting for his rocks to come off cooldown in 10 seconds here.
Oh boy, this is gonna be dirty. Gonna
It
be
looks
real
like,
dirty.
It looks like he knows this is happening. I think he saw the golem when he walked down a little bit.
Well, now you got 4 to work
Jesus.
with. These little guys are about to die though, unfortunately, and they're gonna be scouted out. And with that, I Love to Win is just gonna head on to the high ground for now. So you favor Navi's early game, I'm guessing, right now.
Yeah, I just think that the lanes are going a lot better than they should be for now. Like, Doom is getting bullied out by this Enchantress. Enchantress has free roam. Look at what's happening to Lina in this mid lane. Like, she can't walk up at all, or else she's just gonna die. There's a lot of kill threat here, and this Ember Spirit against Brute is probably the best hero that they had at dealing with this hero. Like, Denny's in the offlane, and he's farming just fine now. So I think all their lanes are going very well. Even the Furion, even though he doesn't have the most CS, he's able to bully this Tiny a bit. As I say that, he might die here.
Let's see. Here comes the avalanche into FNG. The right click and Infernal Blade deals so much more damage than people expect. But of course, when you have the burst damage of Tiny, makes it that much easier to actually get a kill. Oh, I Love to Win in the meantime. At the bounty room towards his jungle here. Gets quite low, but will health pot and be just fine.
Alright, Roger has a 3.5 minute medallion.
Really?
Yep, he can kill pretty much anyone right now.
He is the Doom from last game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This ridiculously early medallion is so strong.
They're smoked up. They're going to find Iceberg. He's going to be stuck inside the kinetic field. There come the mud. Oh my god. How much damage do these do again? So 125 times 4. Jesus, man. That's 500. Is that 500? Wait, no. Don't tell me. 125 is 250. It is 500. Isn't
It
it?
is 500.
Okay. Thank God. Because I live in NA, I have to double check everything.
Yep, you almost whipped out the calculator, huh?
That's like getting a Laguna blade to the face there with stun. Great analogy, I know. So how's Monkey
Alright.
King doing this mid lane? It's 32 and 6 versus
15 and...
oh my god.
Yep, and that's mostly because I Love to Win just can't come into the lane at all. He's here to this Enchantress. Enchantress is just running around, zoning him from the lane, throwing rocks at his face all day long.
They did counter the ward they had, or did that expire? It might have actually expired since it is 5 minutes in the game and they put that pre-game. So not sure if they even knew. He must have known there was a ward there because he did die there. But regardless, I love to win, like you said, half HP right now. Needs all the help he can get from this Lich. Meanwhile, FNG, man, I have not seen a Doom get bullied like this in quite a while. Satyr will connect, and FNG gets to stomp off. It will be actually to get away here. He uses the fog to his advantage. He's pretty fast. Oh what?
My God.
What? Well, Roger, this might cost him his life, which will help out I Love to Win quite a bit. Hits level 5 because of that, but
That was a
FNG.
much needed kill there for this Lina. He was in quite some trouble.
Was that purposeful by FNG? To bait him in just a little bit longer? I don't think he needed to do that.
You know, that's something we call worth.
Yeah, I think so. Now Danny's going to clean up these spiderlings. Only one remain. You see the power of the Flame Guard. Level 3 at the moment.
Yeah, this is not what Broodmother envisioned at all in this lane phase. He has 28 CS. Usually you want your big spiderling army to farm out the jungle pretty much every minute. But yeah, they just keep getting cleaned up.
Iceberg level 4 right now. He's going to pick up the Arcane Rune and perhaps head towards mid. I Love to Win's going to miss the LSA. Crystallize in the meantime. Wants to continue on. Gets the buff. Oh, the Boundless Strike absolutely destroys Lina. Now Crystallize healing up because of this ridiculous buff, but gets stomped at the last moment by FNG, so not able to get that last right click up. As a result, does die. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, mid for mid. Does cost a bit of transition time for Team Spirit to head over there, though.
Top tower is under attack.
That's just a ridiculous amount of damage once he has that passive stack, though. It's like 450 damage, along with the lifesteal.
Yeah, do the math, bro. Do that math.
I did.
I know. Good job. I'm so
I'm
proud
a
of you.
mathematician.
Dendy Flame Guard again. Oh, the spiderlings. Oh, he's getting pretty low to the tower, though. He really wants this farm. Has to use a remnant to get to relative safety, and then health pots up after. Worth.
It is worth. It's always worth.
And as a result, his CS is going to be completely inflated. 60 and 5. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, avalanche toss combination, and the last right click through the sprout, mind you. Those are some long arms from Tiny, despite being a little baby.
That was a Monkey King hit.
It really was. I Love to Win. Attempting to run away. Should be fine for now. Lich, not quite level 6 yet, but Roger takes a little bit of nuke action from Lina.
Dire's middle
Despite
tower
all this,
is under
Lina's still
attack.
only level 3. Or Enchantress only level 3. Is that surprising you at all?
Dire's structures
I
are
feel like she's
fortified.
owning.
She is owning, but she just doesn't have a lot of CS, right? She's been running around pressuring the enemy. I mean, look at the way he just runs through the mid lane. He does not care at all.
Yeah. It's always nice when you have friends to be able to tank the towers for you.
Never return to school, given.
And I mean, as a result of his gameplay, look at this Lina. She only has 32 CS at 8 minutes. She's not in the place she wants to be. Also, Doom has gone down multiple times to this guy. And it's all just space for Dendy. I mean, Dendy's popping dust to kill spiderlings right now. He does not care
I
about
did
the hero.
not notice that. That is hilarious. Oh! I missed the juke action. Yeah, this is... Oh my god. How much gold did these give now?
Give like 15, 16.
It adds up. I mean, let's look at the net worth. This is probably a little bit more evident what's going on. He's second net worth right now, so not crazy. As mid lane, we're going to see a dive. Boundless Strike, DD
Oh my
on
God.
Crystallize. Lina is getting curb stomped right now.
Yep, and that's going to lead into a free tower as well. Well, the big thing about the spiderlings is they give a lot more experience than they used to. Dendy is 2 full
Dire's
levels
middle
of
yeah, that's true.
mag right now.
Yeah, I forgot about that change. Level 9 versus the level 7. That is brutal. That is
Dire's
super
top
brutal.
tower
And this is
under
the big
attack.
problem. The Ember Spirit's just pushing Broodmother out of the lane solo instead of Broodmother who wants to take the tower to Ember who's just sitting and hitting the tower.
General bottom lane gets tossed into Oblivion. Will drop. Roger not there in time. Trying to do a little right click action to Viver, but I don't think they're going to find anything out of that. Lich ult comes out. Able to bounce a couple times and onto the neutrals, so not the greatest of RNG there for Viver. One more right click. We actually would have finished him off as Crystallize ends up getting the kill on FNG. Iceberg getting chased down. Mud Golems, no more stuns to speak of. Viver stuck inside the trees. Will Monkey King actually find him? Oh! Oh,
No mana.
Boundless strike in 1 second. Ah, double kill for Crystallize. That must have felt real
Dire's
good.
bottom tower is under attack.
I'm
God.
just gonna transition this to a tier 1 bot.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, how do they stop this Navi train from rolling down every lane right now? And these heroes just can't be fought even with the Lich Chain Frost. Chain Frost is such a ridiculous ability, by the way. It brings like your move speed down to 100 as soon as it hits.
Dire's
pretty
bottom
insane.
tower has fallen.
And it slows attack speed now too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, 65.
A little known fact. Dendi in the meantime. A sentry is placed. Oh, he's gonna get doomed. I don't think they really have that much damage though.
Tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
He's just gonna walk away to safety. General is here. He's gonna, well, take a little more damage than he really needs to. He sprouts himself up and it's gonna end up dropping, I would assume. Nope, barely gets away actually, as Mag is
Doom's
forced
out
back.
now.
Dendi comes back in. Gets the nice ensnare here as Broodmother with sub 60 HP, but will walk away safely for now. It looks like Enchantress ends up dropping to I Love to Win's Lena.
You're just missing kills left and right, huh?
It's all good. There's lots that's one I don't feel bad about. Because I am a sociopath. No empathy for my viewers. They're crystallized right now. Jumping from tree to tree. He's going to spot this shrine being activated. Knows that can't really do anything about it right now. It's actually hilarious to see an Ember Spirit carrying dust thing. Is awesome.
Yep, he
Dire's
even...
top tower
That's
is
just,
under
you know,
attack.
that's the
Dire's
tilter,
top
right?
tower has fallen.
You use your level 6 Doom to try to catch this Ember Spirit. He ends up living. Furion TP's in, lives with 60 health, and then now it's Brood and Doom that have to go heal. They lose their tower. It's 3 towers for
Radiant's
nothing right
middle
now.
tower is under attack.
And I don't see Team Spirit being able to make a move on any of these towers anytime soon. They're literally all
Dire's
full
top
HP.
tower
Bottom
is
and
under
top have
attack.
full health.
Radiant's bottom
much
tower
recover-
is under attack.
Ability does Broodmother have?
Radiant structures are
I mean,
fortified.
if she has time, she's gonna get super farmed eventually, but typically it's one of these heroes that like
Radiant's
to,
bottom tower is under
you know,
attack.
farm from the very beginning of the game instead of play catch up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're gonna have a tiny blink dagger and a couple hundred golds here, so maybe they can get some hits like that and Brood can just keep farming the
Radiant's
jungle.
bottom tower
Like, this
is
is
under
really
attack.
bad for Brood because his tower's been taken, his jungle is gonna start to get warded up. There's 2 sentries already on the left side of his jungle, so his farm space is a bit limited, but I don't know. He just needs time.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of time.
definitely here that it feels like snowballing is the more common route to actually be successful on Brood, as they're actually going to use Static Storm, Kinetic Field to take out the spider. No love for this Brood mode whatsoever.
Yeah, if they're hoping who's in the camp there, but you know what? They got some spiders as a consolation prize.
It's still worth, as always.
Exactly.
Well, FNG, Doom is now available to use. The ability, not the hero. Hated that change, by the way. And it looks like Team Spirit is gonna Shrine Smoke. Who will they find as Monkey King is just chilling in the trees up here? He has an Echo Saber already, going for a Diffusal Blade next. Biver and company, if they can find this kill on Seneko, it's something. I don't see any
something.
other kill happening right now.
But this is the debut of the Blink Dagger. They want a big kill, like this Monkey King, perhaps.
Yeah, that's true. Seneko's going to be spotted out, gets the kinetic field off, but he's not going to live through that combo, that's for sure. Iceberg just destroys his face. Mag getting something delivered. Oh, it's just a couple clarities, no big deal.
So
Dandy
what is Mag
chasing
buying?
more. Oh, this is so annoying.
What is Mag buying? He's pulling out the old investment strategy here.
Get some radiance,
hoarding all
bro.
his gold.
I don't know. What do you go for?
I guess it is Radiance.
Is he actually?
I mean, I imagine if he was going Orchid, he'd buy the parts.
Could go Rapier first item. That's pretty high win rate on that item, I think.
That's one way to lose the game real fast.
Like, I'm standing in, I don't really care. FNG's gonna get sprouted up. Gets the Doom off, but will die shortly thereafter. And Ember Spirit, then he really doesn't give a shit. Oh, here comes the combo though. Tiny destroys Enchantress. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Biver gets off the ult. Not gonna bounce anywhere, as he drops dead shortly thereafter as well. Crystallize gonna use his ult to full effect as Iceberg is getting extremely low. Gets one toss off before inevitably dropping to the deck. So Roshan should be a freebie for Navi if they really want to take it. Or they could take the little conservative route here.
Yep, these respawn timers on Team Spirit are too low right now. They can't just walk back into the pit, but still, it's a 1-5 for them.
Yeah, Doom's going to be on cooldown for quite a while, which is always an issue. But, oh, he went for the Purge Creep. Does that... Oh, that takes off Flame Guard. What else? Anything else? Does it take off the stacks from Monkey King's Jingu Mastery?
You can purge your ally stacks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yourself, too. Yeah, okay. Oh, boy. Dandy comes in, doing lots of burst damage to Lina. Actually dodges the LSA. Good combination from Iceberg. It's going to help take out Enchantress. Yet again, it's a 2-for-1, though. Iceberg attempting to get out. Crystallize with that buff. You have to think Mag is dead here. One more right click should do it. Dendy ends up netting that for himself. Double kill. Iceberg blinks out after the glimpse. Now is the question, do you have enough time to take Roche? They don't do it too fast.
Yeah, they don't do it too fast, and they're back up again as well. But still, it's a good way to bait Team Spirit into taking these team fights that they just can't win right now. Even Broodmother, she has Soul Ring, Clarity, and a Quelling Blade, and she's coming into these fights with Spiders trying to do something because they don't want to give this Roshan up for free.
Alright, so for item watch, Tiny, I'm guessing Echo Saber is going to be next on the list for him. Oh, there's nothing queued at the moment.
Yeah, that's
Lina.
a safe bet.
So not going for Bloodstone yet. Too far behind, I guess. Is that kind of the... But do you go Yules before Bloodstone usually, or you rush Bloodstone on Lina?
That's honestly a reasonable thing.
Okay.
I think only NA really rushes the Bloodstone. And I do
But
think
if you're
Yules
behind,
goes-
do you still go for the rush, or do you end up getting like something like a Yules anyway?
I don't think there's any way Lina can stay alive in this game if he wants to rush the Bloodstone. He definitely needs the Yules. Also make him more useful in these engagements.
Well, Ember Spirit, Dendy, working towards a Lincoln Sphere for himself. That's going to be quite nice not to get doomed. Although there's a decent amount of stuff that can take it off. Oh, Tiny! Oh, I got no! I caught the tail end, guys. Crystallize takes him out with ease.
Or he didn't miss much. They walked up and pressed their abilities and he died.
Okay, good to know. Did you actually watch it?
Yeah, I did. They were smoked on the hill.
Next
and he
time,
just
say
walked up.
something, bro. God.
You were in the middle of something important.
Yeah, very important. Speaking of important, Mag. He is going Radiance.
Be able to... He is. And they really want to... Look at how bad their catch is right now. Doom's waiting in the trees, hoping that Ember Spirit pushes up a tiny bit farther so that he can cast Doom from the tree.
He could really use a Blink Dagger, but going for drums first. Or even a Shadow Blade for that matter.
Yeah, those items are quite far away from him. Then he's building towards that Lincoln Sphere.
Does he have his... Oh, he's not level 10 yet, so can't get that Devour Gold. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, Tiny's actually going for a Shadow Blade, by the way.
Tiny Shadow Blade, okay. So Blink Shadow Blade. More mobility, the better for our tiny boy.
Yep.
Oh, Ember Spirit spotted. FNG, he can get the Doom off, but he needs more assistance. Then you can see it. He has a Remnant up, so they're not catching him. That's for sure. And now we have some reinforcements on the way, so the Doom is going to be applied to the Nature's Prophet instead, as there's the Wombo combo from Iceberg, taking out Disruptor. A good start for Spirit. Crystallize pops his ulto, and Iceberg is stuck in the middle, and it's taking so much damage, and there's the Ensnare finally. And a right click from Crystallize are enough to take him out, but the Laguna Blade takes out Dendy pretty easily. So 2 for 1 right now, as General might be next on the list. So Team Spirit coming back in spades here.
All right.
Well, they doomed the Nature's Prophet, and it worked out.
They're back.
Well, Roger
like
wasn't
that.
there with his medallion, so, you know.
That is true. That is the saving factor here. They definitely needed him. No, but, I mean, now Brood has Radiance. He's going to farm out of control. Lina got a nice kill there on the Ember Spirit. Has his Yules complete. That wasn't bad at all.
By the way, I don't know if this is, let's see, Enchantress level 8, Disruptor level 10. I feel like Biver level 11 Lich. Pretty ridiculous. That is a pretty high level for Lich right now.
I mean, Lich is a hero that, like, he gets his levels every game pretty much no matter what, as long as he doesn't change feed forever. Like, a lot of Liches
I guess I'm used to
actually
watching
hit
solo feed with him.
a lot of Liches hit 6 at, like, 8.5 minutes.
Roshan going to be the attempt here for Navi. It's going to be scouted by a Broodling, which is then scouted by Navi, so they know that they know that they know. Nah, mean. Looks like they're going to give it up, and it's going to be a trade for the tier 1 bot. Aegis goes the way of Crystallize. Will they actually get this tower? Yes. Iceberg with the toss, and last right click will take it out. Crystallize. Oh, he wants to chase. FNG, though. No Doom. So I shouldn't be so excited, but there's a combo from Tiny. That's the Aegis. Done and done. But Static Storm, along with Kinetic Field, is going to hold Tiny in a little bit. The Chain Frost bouncing left, right, and center. Seneco's going to be finally taken out by FNG, who's stuck in the wrong place at the wrong time, but well worth it for him. Finally drops 2 for 1, though, for Team Spirit. Iceberg. Oh, he gets stunned at the last millisecond from Monkey King, and all he can do is throw out the Avalanche Toss Stress Relief combo before dropping himself. So 2 for 2.
Yeah, still good for Team Spirit though. They got the Aegis off of Crystallize there in that team fight, and Broodmother's just been farming away, doing his thing.
Do you think this is the best comeback item for a Brood if she gets dominated early? Just Radiance, you can just farm anywhere you want.
I mean, I guess this Brood, his like next single item isn't gonna make the difference between him being very useful in these fights or not. So I guess Radiance is good.
I mean, it's the best item in the game, so you know. Ooh, Dendy. FNG has the Doom. He wants to Doom you. There we go. And the chase will continue. Laguna Blade being used to full effect as well. Don't want to take any chances. And that is a dead Ember Spirit. General not there in time to help his teammate.
Team Spirit have come back so much in this game already. Now it's only a 1k gold swing after a horrendous early game.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
They're back. This game is quite even again.
Is this a game where General's going to need to go something like a Maelstrom, you think?
I mean, he'll probably get it anyways because it's good for damage and everything, but I feel like his job isn't really to... I mean, pushing lanes out is good and everything, but it doesn't really deal with spiders that well because he's just farming. He's not really going to push that tower unless anything happens. It's
you know
just
what's
about getting these
great
lanes out.
against Spiderlings is Radiance. Let's
That
see
is
some
true.
Ember Radiance, bro.
It could happen. He's going for the Lincoln, so he'll be nice and tanky and difficult to kill. Like,
At what point do like Embers go Radiance every now and then? At what point do they actually get it? Is it like a 3rd or 4th item?
It definitely
Like they go
depends.
Boots of Travel,
Sometimes
Maelstrom,
it's
something like that.
Sometimes it's like Veil bots, and then Radiance kind of builds, or even like Blade Mail Radiance.
Don't worry, I caught his dead body.
Nice. Don't worry. They just press his abilities.
Don't worry,
in the
friend. I have to say, Enchantress, as far as her impact on the game, has gone way down since the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of just walking gold right now for Team Spirit.
Yeah, something like that. Well, Mag with that Radiance is going to be sitting at this top lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom jungle, Suneko's going to be caught out. LSA won't connect, but the right clicks will be more than enough to take him out. Static Storm had to be used, but unfortunately not able to do anything at all. And now FNG, we talked about his initiation possibilities. Once he gets either Shadow Blade or Blink, he's only like 1,000 away from finishing Shadow Blade now, after we talked about him having absolutely no farm.
Yeah, now Team Spirit are actually, their items are starting to come online. Lena has Blink Rules that's to catch that way now as well. Lich is level 14 at this stage of the game. Tiny has Shadow Blade and Blink Dagger. Tons of mobility for him to catch these targets and cast the spells on these crucial heroes. I mean, Navi should be a bit worried. Like, they were leading heavily, and now they've kind of thrown the game back to where, you know, Team Spirit are back in it.
Overconfidence, man. Something,
right.
something. Can I ask you a very serious question, Brax? I want a very serious answer. Have you
Your
ever...
questions are always serious.
That's true. Nobody really realized. They think I'm being sarcastic all the time. It's definitely not the truth.
Well, down bottom.
We'll have to wait on that. Oh, LSA into Laguna Blade, into Doom. He is donezo. Not able to get a deny off of any sort. FNG on the run, gets glimpsed back, though. Might have to sacrifice his life. Attempting to TP out. Did they have a stun? Not needed.
Oh.
Crystallize. He hurts. All right, here's the question, my friend.
Okay.
Again, very serious.
See,
Have
now
you-
it's not serious because you said very serious like 10 times.
Very serious.
Alright.
Doom. Have you ever seen anyone take the 275 health talent?
Yeah, mind control.
Are you serious?
Yep, he did it at the Dream League land before TI.
He did it once? But the only time
Twice.
you've seen it? Twice.
Played it twice in the book.
Iceberg glimpse back. Oh, he's not going to be stuck in kinetic field, which means he's not going to be stuck in the Wukong's command. Iceberg, though, not able to TP out to safety as Impetus. Turns out it deals a lot of damage.
That it does. The generals behind enemy lines here are looking for mag.
Oh, gets a nice dust off. Sprat will not be there, but Searing Chains forces the BKB. And Crystallize on the back end just takes out Lich.
Yep, godlike monkey team. But yeah, he had a Spectre and an Invoker on his team, and he was playing Doom. So they had
Spectre
like,
and Invoker. Okay.
yep, they had probably the greediest heroes in all of Dota.
So he was trying to be less greedy.
Yep. He had like early game item build and stuff. It's like drum
Interesting.
sword crest.
Is under attack.
Do you think
He
there's
was
a
pretty much on
talent,
pillaging.
like,
Are fortified.
in all of Dota, can you think of a talent that is, how do I put this? It's not even a choice, you know?
Radiant's courier
Like, nobody
has
makes
been
the other choice. There's like a poor man's version of something that nobody ever wants to touch. It's always one or the other. Because that was the
Yeah,
first thing
there
that came to my mind was the Doom.
There are lots of them actually. Like Lena's level 15 talent, 15
Oh, yeah?
damage, and 40 move speed. When Lena has
That's
bots, she's already max move speed, so there's no real reason for that.
Hmm.
Sure, there are others, but I'm just looking at the heroes in the game right now.
Do you like that, or do you prefer to have more variability?
And I think the ideal end goal is to have variability, right? So that you can kind of tailor your builds to however the game is going or whatever role you're playing. Like
Right.
when you look at, I think the Chaos Knight is the best example of this hero. When you look at the left side of his tree, you think, oh wow, these are all like support related. And then when you look at the right one, you think, oh wow, these are all carry related. There's actually
Yeah,
like,
see that makes sense, left and right, but it's random for all these heroes. I feel like that's just, you know what I mean? Like that's not actually how it is for every hero.
right, that is true.
Oh, I hear a Doom. It's gonna be on the Monkey King, who gets Laguna bladed and comboed by Tiny. That is some hate if I've ever seen it. But the Static Storm counter initiation into kinetic field. Looks like Iceberg might trade his life. He goes invisible, but he was dusted already. They're gonna take him out, and now the glimpse, but then the blink immediately by I Love to Win. As we see the Chain Frost on the back end, as Roger's gonna take some right clicks. He's healing through it, but eventually will finally drop. So it's a 2-for-1 right now in favor of Team Spirit, who feels like they've won 3 fights in a row, surprisingly enough. Disruptor gets caught out by the LSA. The range on Lena. Do you have enough to actually take him out? The Urn charge is there, and he actually might live. Biver. Oh, Biver's going for it. Lich.
Oh, he
Lich.
wants it.
Lich. Ah, Biver, you went for it. You have the balls, my friend, but alas, they weren't enough to get you that kill.
Speedy Lich, not fast enough for that one. No, but it feels like when a team makes such a big comeback like that, I mean, the enemy team's just so tilted. You know, they've got this gigantic lead, they're dominating the game, they've taken Roshan, and then all of a sudden, Team Spirit makes, I mean, it's not even the Na'Vi through this game. Team Spirit made some really good plays. Like, Na'Vi chose to defend that tier 1 bottom as soon as they got the Aegis, and Team Spirit were ready to capitalize on this potential opening.
Dire's bottom tower
just worked
is
out.
under attack.
Yeah, it all started with that Radiance, bro. I'm telling you, it's the best item in the game. No, you don't believe me, bro. You don't believe me.
Wait, what did I say? I don't believe you.
I don't know. I just assumed.
Has been denied.
Everybody TP's out to safety, and Iceberg denies the tower, the tier 2 at bot, and with that, Team Spirit officially has a lead. I think that might be their first of the game, not including the first maybe 30 seconds, which don't count in Dota. Just remember that in your pubs. So Mag with a Mask of Madness now.
Yeah, this Broodmother is starting to take over now in these fights. He feels very, very strong as well. Look at his talents, man. 350 health, 70 attack speed.
Yeah, they wanted to buff this hero through talents. That's pretty evident.
Yep.
225 spider. Huh. Or 8 max webs. That makes it 16, I'm guessing? Yeah. I don't see it too much. Too many Broodmothers hit that 25 on a consistent basis. You either win really fast or lose really fast.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that.
The ward is spotted here. Seneko and company. They know that they know that they know. Remember this drill.
Yep, everyone
Roshan,
knows.
not a fan of spiders. General right now sitting on the Orchid Shadowblade combination with the drums, of course, from earlier. I've noticed, obviously this is not new or anything, but Nature's Prophet players in the past, I want to say year, have been building much more utility-based as opposed to before that where they would kind of go for a greedier split push like Shadowblade, Maelstrom, like even Daedalus, like MKB, these more right-click items.
There used to be lots of Midases on Furion.
Yeah, that too, of course. How could I forget Midas?
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, this hero, he's definitely good, and he has late game potential and everything, but it just feels like he plays the split game and he wants to find that
Oh. Whoa, what? I thought for sure this was a kill, but they did not bring Dust, apparently. Oh, boy. A little bit of a blunder there for Team Spirit.
Yep, that would have been quite a big pick that might have actually given them Roche if they were able to get that kill on the Fury on there. He's actually very farmed.
Hey, look, Dendy is going for the Radiance. Excellent, excellent. Deso picked up on Crystallize. Oh, FNG. That's Team Spirit's Sentry. There's the Doom on top of a Purge. Laguna Blade as well. He's probably going to drop here, especially with that Avalanche Toss combination. Dunzo, my friend, as the chase continues. Monkey King's dead. Roger attempting to get out of dodge. Lich ult is going to bounce to the creeps. Get a little neutral farm, no problem.
Following him.
Dendy, though. Oh, boy. Does he have any remnants left? I don't think so. Half HP. Iceberg gets the Avalanche off. All right, he did have one remnant. Now he has
That was his
0.
last one.
I thought the sub icon has a 1 by it if there's 1, so I was a little confused. But apparently it's just an icon, so good to know for future reference, guys.
Alright, so, I mean, Na'Vi are just getting picked off. I mean, they've got 2 Shadow Blades running around on Team Spirit and in his Broodmother, also giving them vision with Lina with Blink Yules, setting up kills on the sides. And that's just what's happened over and over. They've been able to catch out the Monkey King or Ember Spirit on the sidelines as well.
Dire are scanning.
It also feels like that...
They scanned. He has Dust.
Oh, he put the sentry.
Down, down, down. Oh, he sees him. Dust will come. And FNG, you are... Well, you're fine, bro.
He's out.
Well done. I thought for sure he had Doom for some reason, but yeah, obviously not. You know, something I haven't seen in quite a while that I really would look forward to. I would look forward to enjoying. That's what I was gonna say. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean. Doom getting actual farm for the late game, getting like a refresher and all that stuff that we used to see. His Mag's gonna pop his BKB. He will run away and he'll be okay. That was the 8-second BKB.
Yep, nice gang tops there.
But don't you miss those days of refresher, Aghanim Scepter, Doom? It's just 6-slotted.
I mean, this Doom might get there if this game goes on long enough.
Yeah,
That's
we'll see.
our talent.
Tiny. He's gonna BKB. Well, at least they're making them force the BKBs. That was the 9-second one.
Yep, with 2 BKBs down, it looks like now we're just going to get Roshan here.
Well, Brood should be up pretty soon. Oh, 30 seconds actually. Alright. Lost track of my time. Here, Mag, he's going to scout with his spiders. Remember, Roshan, not a fan of those, so he will stomp them. Doom, he's caught out. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, easy kill. Even Chain Frost is used, but Laguna Blaze can help take out the Ember Spirit. Crystallize attempting to get his ult off, gets the extra armor, but is it going to be enough? Broodmother getting right-clicked by Roger. Eventually will fall. It's a 2-for-2 right now as Nature's Prophet caught on the backside. Taken out with relative ease as Iceberg and company have so much burst damage to work with. Pretty ridiculous. Iceberg eventually... No, can't even get that right-click off. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. Spirit with a 6K network lead. Jesus.
Yeah, Lina is so ridiculously farmed now as well. I mean, he's been quiet for the last maybe 5 minutes, but look at his farm. Just skyrocketed after he started getting some map control. Level 25 as well.
Damn, I didn't even realize that. That's true. So the crazy thing is we talked about how slow his farm was at the beginning of the game. Obviously getting wrecked at the beginning stages. Goes for the Yules. Then I believe he went Blink first before Bloodstone.
Yep.
And then the minute he got Bloodstone is when they started actually getting a ton of kills. And as a result, he was going to charge now. And Seneko.
Yep.
I love to win, just does not give a shit.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
That's pretty
bottom
cool.
tower
Not often you
is
see
under
comebacks of this nature. Fun to watch for sure so far. Now, the question is, can Na'Vi bring this back in their favor?
Yeah, very true. Once Dandy picks up his Radiance, maybe they can't. He was pretty close to it, but now he's a bit farther away. 800 gold from the relic still.
Regeneration.
Radiance is definitely the item. Doom. Oh boy. There's a Lincoln Sphere here for Dendy though, so he can pop it with Purge. Oh boy, he's gonna Purge. Oh, actually no, he's just gonna go for the Monkey King instead. LSA is gonna connect. And there's no Laguna Blade right now, but doesn't really need it. The right clicks will be more than enough. Roger gets tossed. How did he end up there? I didn't even notice how Roger ended up there, but we'll die nonetheless.
Yep. Man, this enchant had such an explosive start in this game, actually. Like a 3.5 minute medallion. And then, I mean, these heroes, Lina, Tiny, it's not easy to stay alive against these heroes with enchanters.
Yeah, for sure. Nature's Prophet forces I Love to Win to TP to the top lane, then run immediately to the bottom lane. But it's not so bad for Spear because they're going to end up getting Roche.
Yep, as if it already isn't hard enough for Navi to kill any heroes on Team Spirit. Now they have Aegis. I mean, these triple BKBs just have no real answer on Navi. They need to somehow get the BKB durations down a bit.
Immortality.
Tiny gets the Aegis and the cheese as I miss another kill. Wait, who died? Oh, the Lina died. Wow.
Yep,
That's a big
1200
kill.
gold.
Jesus. General with that Maelstrom.
He was man fighting the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit got on top of him, Furion TP'd in, and of course, not a fair fight. 2-on-1.
God, look at all these sentries in the top rune area. That is quite a bit.
Yep, that's where Suneiko's GPM talent is gone. Just buying sentries all game.
No, that's the other team's sentries.
Oh, just kidding.
Suneko
I'm
has
an
the
idiot.
gem, my friend. That's where his talent
School.
That's going to be quite helpful. I think he just bought that. I could be wrong, but that could be a pretty big get for Team Spirit if they're able to finagle their way towards him. Oh,
Yeah,
Biver.
definitely.
He's going to be countering a ward of his own.
Biver's so high level.
Yeah.
Lich, he gets levels.
What's his talent? You definitely go for the gold permitted, I'm guessing.
Yep, unless you're the core Lich. Which we haven't
The
seen
core
yet.
lich is not a thing.
Dire are
Not
scanning.
yet. You know, they said the core Winter Wyvern wasn't a thing. Now that's what we have. The Lich is
Is it
next.
a thing, though? Would you say that's a thing?
I actually think it's pretty good.
Okay. I hope so. I think it's fun to watch, at the very least.
He's really good in the lane.
But Lich, I just can't see it. I mean, I remember him back in the day in Dota 1 being good in the 1v1 mid, when that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
he
is
just
under
doesn't
attack.
scale at all. Like, his level 25 talent's really pretty cool. That's basically a Scotty, right? But, I don't know.
Radiant's top
I
tower
don't know.
is under
Iceberg jumps in. Suneko blasted down by Biver. And they're going to work on this tier 2 at the bot lane. Crystallize, trying to push out
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
the other bot. I said top lane,
Dire's
sorry.
top tower is under attack.
Now Mag with those 8x max webs to work with.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Navi's doing a good job of holding for now. They have a lane in bottom, Furion TP'd up the top. Just threw trees at the tower. You know, they do get cleared up pretty quickly, but it's still a decent amount of damage. If he does that 4 or 5 more times, he can actually take down the tier 3.
Invisibility.
But when I say it like that, it doesn't sound so close at all.
It is 14k in Team Spirit's favor. Iceberg right now working with an Assault Cuirass. Fiverr in the meantime. Oh, that impetus I thought was going to be enough, but looks like the Sleight of Fist will be used to actually ensure the kill. Daedalus now on the Lina. She is 6 slotted. Could potentially swap something out for BKB, like for a backpack item, that is. Maybe even Yules can be actually replaced. Remains to be seen what she wants to do there. Tiny. We're going to spot out Dendy. He gets doomed after the Lincolns is popped, and that is a super, super easy kill. Crystallize actually used Wukong's command, but nobody's really stuck within it. I love to win on the outer edges as Iceberg just finishes off Disruptor. Remember, he still has Aegis to work with. Doesn't really care if he dies, which he will there. Now Roger, being pursued by Mag, has the cheese to work with still. There's the... What? Was he on top of a... That was a weird-ass animation, but Navi's just falling apart. Roger will be chased down with 100 HP left in Fountain. Will actually live to see another day. But this is more than one Rax. In fact, it is good game. Navi loses game 1 despite having the early lead to Team Spirit.
Yeah, big comeback here from Team Spirit. And Broodmother, once he picked up that Radiance, he felt